Looking for your next night out in Worcester? Tee Up Taproom is the place to be. With 5 golf simulator bays, more than 20 dartboards, a full bar and kitchen, and leagues for both golf and darts running year-round, Tee Up is the go-to spot for competition and community. Swing by Tee Up Taproom at 70 James Street in Worcester and see why it's the city's home for golf, darts, and good times.
Whoever wins this game will have a crucial point advantage on the other guy because they will have made the finals, and even if they lose in the finals, they still have that plus 1 point. Both of these guys walking away with 2 points tonight, but they want to make it to the finals, 3 points minimum, potential 5 points on the line. But whoever wins here will have to face the winner of Joe Ricard and Ron Sargent, so a very tough customer awaits these guys. And speaking of customers here, Mark Rudge, first one through the door, ringing the bell, and he orders up a 60 for all of us to see. Looks like some difficulty with the scoreboard there, getting it punched in. No problem. Oh, might be some technical difficulties here, folks. We'll have to see what's going on with our tablet. Again, we're not experiencing any problems like we had last week where our scoreboard was bouncing around all over the place. Luckily, nothing like that's happened. So it looks like they're still discussing whatever did occur on that tablet. Mike Carignan, again, who we haven't seen a lot of this season, which is rather unfortunate. He's been off on the other board for a good majority of this season, or he's been bounced in the first round, which has been unfortunate. But Mike is, well, he's been struggling in these past couple of weeks, really trying to get back to finding his throw. Again, Season 2, he was lights out almost the entire season, but Season 3 here, just trying to rebound and really find his form again. Again, Mike is such a solid player, doesn't really let up a lot of emotions into his game, keeps it rather steady throughout the entire match. Great guy to compete against, great guy to play darts with. But when he's on, he produces some fantastic darts. We just haven't seen that level to his game this season. Of course, right as I say that, he fires in a big 125, so reverse Caster's curse there. Caster's blessing, which does not happen very often. And Rudge, he's so unfortunate with that second dart clattering off that first one. But again, Carignan has been starting to become more composed as the weeks have gone by. Really started off in a rough spot in the beginning weeks here of the Season 3, but as the weeks have gone on, his game has been starting to slowly get back to it, finding these triple 20s, finding the doubles, finding the consistency that is so key and so critical. Able to walk away with a big ton there. 87.67 average after 3 visits, so great stuff from Mike Carignan. And Rudge looking to follow, can't quite keep these darts grouped, so unlucky. So opportunity now for Mike to really drop it within range here. Leave himself something nice to work with. 1 triple minimum you feel if he wants to leave something comfortable. Won't get it done with that first dart. Not able to find a trip with that second dart, but third dart looking to make the correction, and he goes well wide. Unfortunate there for Carignan. But opportunity now for Rudge with a big 140. Can leave himself something nice here. Second dart's just blocking that bed. Might choose to go around it. Elects to stay. Maybe not the right choice, leaving himself 214. Maybe trip 18 would have been better there. Get rid of the hanging 4. But Mike Carignan now 210. Both guys knotted outs here, so some time to work their way through the numbers. Small corrections needed, and a rather large correction made by Mike. So unlucky. Makes the perfect move horizontally across, but ends up in that triple 1 segment. So unfortunate. And Rudge just below this bed, so looking for these corrections. Both guys trying to make them, but navigating their way around the 20 segment, not able to clock their way into the red bit. Mike finding the triple 20 with this first dart now. Looking to try and follow. That's a great line if he can find a big 140 here. Can't quite get it done. Wanted a 140 to leave 32. But the solid ton will do him plenty of favors here. Rudge cannot get it done, so Mike will be coming back for the 72. Rudge able to find a good visit. 80 scored here. Brings his score down to, I believe, 74. I'm correct, so 72-74, take your pick. Who do you think's going to find their way out in the opening leg here? Carignan has the advantage of going first at it. 60 remains now. And that second dart pushes out, so needs the correction, finds it, but opportunity wasted from Mike. Rudge working with 74. Again, critical points on the line. 60 remains. One dart at double 20. Can't grab it just high. My goodness, by a millimeter, if that. So Mike will be coming back for another look. Why start from 501 when you can just start on 40? The importance of doubles here. Going across to double 10 now, lining it up. Needs to pull it ever so slightly inside, and he can't get it done. Pushes it well high. So Mark Rudge, who went first in this leg, is looking to defend. Can't find it. Wants the third dart in double 10, and he does find that third dart. So 27 darts needed to hold his throw. But he gets it done here. Mark Rudge takes the opening leg, and Mike Carignan off to a slow start. Not able to find that double when he had plenty of opportunities to punch out. Credit to Rudge, though. He was able to take advantage of that opportunity when it came his way. And Mike not getting off the line with anything reasonable here, only finding 43. So opportunity now for Rudge to really blow up the score. Corrections needed. All over it like a bad rash, but can't quite scratch the itch. Only finding 60, so unfortunate. As you guys can see above the scoreboard here as we watch the scoring segment. Oh, wait, hold up. The first dart's in there. Second dart just goes low. Unlucky there for Mike. As you guys can see, we have a little coffee cup that rattles around from time to time. You guys can support us at ko-fi.com/WPL if you guys want to directly donate to the prize pool. Any and all donations made will contribute to this season's prize pool. Help us keep the lights on, pay for our internet, keep all the solicitors at bay, the bodyguards that we hire, and, pay for coffee. Obviously, you need a coffee cup if you want some coffee. Half of us are powered by coffee night and day. Mike able to find a ton there. So any and all donations will be greatly appreciated, guys. Please go check us out at ko-fi.com/WPL. So get back to the game here. Rudge electing to go back down to the 19s. Trying to go back upstairs. Finds 96. So a good visit. Good round there from Rudge. And Carignan doing well, though. 258. Finding his scoring power. Wants to keep this consistency if he can. Again, Carignan is usually so good at keeping his darts so closely grouped. Keeping himself in every round. That's a solid ton 40 found there from Mike. Great darts. In the past, he has been so consistent. Remember, in Season 2, for everybody who was tuning in and watching live back then, and if you were, you get a gold star. For everybody that was watching in Week 1 of Season 2, Mike Carignan took out Tom Curtin. Was the only one to do so last season. Tom basically swept the rest of the season. But Mike stood alone. He was the only guy to defy Tom Curtin, who's not here tonight. So a win and a trip to the finals, should Mike book it, maybe a repeat of that Week 1 magic that we saw last season. Of course, a long way to go here, and Rudge not happy with the way he's performing here in this second leg. But maybe we'll see some inspiration flow through the veins of Mike Carignan should he move on past Rudge. And Mike looking to get it done here. 2 darts needed. How many is he going to expend? First dart's good. 2 darts at double 20. Second dart slightly low, so down to double 10 now. Pushes it wide, but no pressure coming here from Mark Rudge, sitting all the way back at 265. Needs to find a really big score here, at least 2 triples, and it won't unfortunately happen, only finding 57. Shake of the head there from Rudge. He knows that that's not good enough, and he probably realizes he's probably not coming back if Mike can focus up and find this double 10. Takes aim, pulls it inside, so a tricky double 5 now remains just low, so correction needed, goes for the bust instead to reset. Tough darts there from Carignan, and opportunities now for Rudge in this situation, it's so tough because you don't want to give opportunities for your opponent to really find their rhythm. If anything, at this point in the game, you want to limit the amount of opportunities that your opponent has to find a rhythm, find their game. You want to make it as soul-crushing as possible. And Rudge, again, if Carignan leaves this 20 hanging here, Rudge may come back with a 170 finish. First dart's outside. Second dart's outside too, so building a fence here, wants to get over it. And the third dart finds its way into the 15, so heartbreaker, soul crusher there from Mike Carignan, self-inflicted damage. And Rudge, the first dart's found. Second dart's found, I believe. Oh, we would have seen a 170 take from Rudge, but just wide on the third dart. Oh my goodness, the scares for Mike Carignan, who certainly doesn't want to leave this on the table. He wants to get out now. Needs to find the big one. Finds it, so down to 2-2. No trips back to the madhouse if he can avoid it. Third dart needs to elevate, and unfortunately way too high into that big 15 segment. So Rudge, who missed a 170 big fish by a couple of millimeters, going for 8-8 now, 4 needed, going across the board, and he just pulls it inside. So now, double trouble for both guys. Maybe too much adrenaline rushing through the veins of Rudge, who doesn't get a look at the 170 very often, at least not in the WPL studio. But Carignan finds the correction down to 2-2, and again another bust, and not happy at all. Mike, who we have seen be the epitome of calm, cool, and collected, getting heated here in the studio on this cold and chilly night. Rudge, small adjustment needed now. Second one might be a bit of a blocker, but the third dart finds its way in there, I believe. Indeed it is.
Balboni Darts is the name in darts for Central Massachusetts and beyond. From dart sets and boards to accessories and apparel, they're the one-stop shop for any player looking to stock up or upgrade. Whether you're stepping up to the line for the first time or competing for trophies and checks, Balboni Darts is the store that the champion selects.
So Rudge taking a two-leg advantage. Opportunities have gone, well, just horribly wrong here for Carignan. Rudge is not being pushed very hard here, more or less being given the opportunity to check out when he so pleases. Mike will not be happy about that. Very fortunate, and he'll take some solace in knowing that this is just the opening set, so there will be many more legs to come, but doesn't want to let these opportunities go for too much longer. Only finding 41. Carignan not happy with his performance so far. 26. Bacon and eggs this late at night just doesn't taste quite as good. My goodness. And Rudge not able to follow with anything significant. So, flat tires for both race cars off the line. It's the slowest dragster race that we may have seen so far in the WPL. And I know that might be a little harsh, but sometimes it's not about looking good. Mike Carignan makes that ton look good. It's just about cleaning up and getting the job done. And Rudge has been, well, excellent in cleaning up games, cleaning up legs, and finding his magic when he wants to turn it on. Looks like a big 140 there. So as soon as he gets pushed from Mike, this is why I love this game. I hate this game and I love this game. Because Mike finds the ton, and then Rudge, out of nowhere, finds the ton 40. And now these guys have found a little bit of momentum. Momentum swing now. Are we going to see the big ton 80? Oh, we do see the big ton 80 from Mike Carignan. So a ton 40, and a ton 80 now. What a sequence from both guys. And Rudge looking to follow with another big visit, finding a solid 105 to leave himself 120. So these guys, here we go. This is what this game's all about, ladies and gentlemen. Sometimes you just need a kick in the pants, kick in the rear end, get a fire lit under your buttuckus, and get yourself in gear, man. Rudge coming back with a 120. Carignan doing very well to find a triple 20 there. So Rudge, 120 needed. So close at finding the 170. 120 a little bit more manageable. Needs to find the triple. Fortunately won't go, so a 60 will do quite nicely here. But Carignan hot on his heels with 100 remaining. Looking at the poll in the chat, everyone thinks that Mike Carignan is going to take this game. Would love to see some Rudge believers in the chat. Carignan tried to go for the double-double there. Again, we saw that earlier tonight. I believe it was Mark Rudge. Yeah, you know what? It was this guy. He took out Berto. 100 remaining, went double-double. It was so good. Looking for some corrections now. Can't quite grab the double 20, so not able to produce more magic here, letting Carignan come back in. But, of course, right as I say that we need some Mark Rudge believers in the chat, somebody puts in a vote. Thank you, whoever that was. Again, both guys have been playing pretty good tonight, so this can go anybody's way. Carignan double 5 needed now. Can't quite grab it. Just elevating a little too much on his darts. Comes down to his doubles. He's pushing more than we're all used to seeing here. Mark Rudge, 3 darts at double 10. Can he get it done? Needs a big correction here. And it looks like that one pulls well inside. Double 5 now. And shooting for the space station there. I would be worried for any astronauts in orbit. That dart was well outside. So Mike Carignan coming back to double 5 for another spin. And able to get it done with that first dart. So a solid solid break from Mike Carignan. Breaking the defense of Mark Rudge, who is now looking to hold his throw and level up this set if he has something to say about it. Mike Carignan, what can you do off the line? Even then, just keeping his dart steady and straight will do wonders. Big second dart there. And able to lead off the line with a ton. Great work there. Score update for everybody here. Ron Sargent is currently 1 set up on Joe Ricard. Both guys playing the low 70s. Ron with a 72.61. Joe with a 74.89. Come back to that when I have more updates. But for right now, Mark not able to follow the lead of Mike Carignan. Carignan just looking to keep some steady throws in. Get these ducks in a row. Find his rhythm. Doing very well to keep that rhythm. Finds 2 tons back-to-back visits here. Love to see it. All of a sudden, the Mike Carignan doubters in chat might be under pressure here. Carignan coming back with a vengeance, finding his way, making a game out of it. Rudge still within striking distance, but at risk of falling behind if Carignan can find a good visit here. First dart's pushed outside into that 5 segment. Second dart, massive over adjustment. And the third dart finds its way into a very safe single 20. So bacon and eggs for everybody, I guess, today. Denny's, IHOP, your local diner, it'll all work as long as you get some breakfast on your plate. And Rudge doing very well to find a ton. Solid darts there. 2.61 remaining, jumping in front just by a little bit. These guys are just so cheery, just laughing, having a good time. Love to see it. Carignan lining up now. Needs to try and keep this close. And by keeping it close, he needs a ton plus here would be nice, but only finding 83, so opportunity still for Rudge to get down to an out first. Ton, well, not minimum, but certainly will be aiming for it if he can at least find 1 triple here to leave himself 161. Can't get it done. Only finding 60. So Carignan on 192, Rudge on 201. This is really anybody's leg here. Just comes down to how consistent can these guys be. Carignan finds the big triple there. So 80 scored so far, 112 remaining. Does very well to keep those darts in a line. 92 left. Solid visit there from Mike. And Rudge needs to put some pressure on. First dart is a beauty. Second dart just low. Will be moving. Try to go for, I think, the single bull, but finds 96 instead. So good pressure. 61 remaining for Rudge. 105 remaining for Rudge. Scoreboard error there. But 92, very nice 92 remains from Mike. Looking for a triple 20 for double 16. 72 remaining now. We'll go to the 12s. Can't grab it, so 60 remains. We'll look to keep this dart straight. And he pushes it wide, so he will have to burn a dart in the next visit. Rudge, working with 105, doesn't want to muck about. Wants to keep this as steady as possible. Finds 15, so a blessing in disguise. 90 remaining. Can't grab the trip 18. And grabs the triple 12 there, so 69 on the board. To leave himself double 18. I think Mike's getting a kick of that score. He knows exactly why Rudge did that, for laughs and for purpose. It's the best of both worlds. Finds that 19 for 2 darts at tops. And he doesn't mess about here. Carignan gets it done. I think that's back-to-back 19 darters there from Carignan. So cleaning up a rather slow start. And all of a sudden, we have a sudden death leg here in our first set between these two guys. 85 found here for Rudge. Get your votes in now, folks, because I'm going to close that poll after this leg, after this set is concluded. So if you are a Carignan believer or a Rudgy believer, I would highly suggest making your voice heard in our poll here in our chat. Carignan looking to correct off that second dart. Looks like he does find that correction. 1-2-1 found. Solid lead off the line here from Carignan. Great darts. And Rudge looking to try and make a small correction over. Finds the correction. Can't navigate that third dart in there, but still a good visit nonetheless. 380 to 321. Carignan needs to keep this pace, keep this momentum going. First dart's a little low. Needs to elevate it. Elevates it well into the left, so corrections now. And can't make the correction when he needed, so opportunity for Rudge, who is trying to hold his set and defend his throw here. Opportunity to push and grow this gap. If he can find a triple, can't do it. 60 will do just nicely. But now Carignan working from 3-3-5, well behind. Wants at least a triple to try and keep even. First dart is so close. Second dart pushes out, and we've seen that from Mike these past couple of weeks where his darts have been pushing well to the left or well to the right, so not able to lock in that elbow consistently in the same spot. And Rudge able to find a big ton to leave himself 161. So it's a way out, it's a way home. Rudge breaking through that cloud barrier first. He can see land. And Carignan just needs to try and keep focus, keep steady, find triples when he needs them the most. Unfortunately, can't get it done here, so Rudge, 161 remaining, does not have to force this through with Mike sitting at 249. And might be making a little bit of a mess of it here, only finding 41 to leave himself 120 again. We've seen this before. We've been here before. Carignan obviously not happy about being here again, but opportunity still remains now if he can find some big scores. 230 remaining now. Can't find the triple, just off by about an inch either side. And unfortunately collapsing the distance down to a millimeter, but not finding his way in there. So Rudge, more opportunities now. Wants a triple. Finds it, so one dart at tops. And can't find the Shanghai. Will leave himself double 10, so a great bid there from Rudge. And again, no pressure from Carignan, 192 remaining. Can only hope that a 180, a 140 here will follow. Oh my goodness, he's going to do it. He's going to do it. Oh, jinx it. Of course I jinx it. My goodness, I'm so sorry, Mike. You can blame that one on me, buddy. 52 remains, so pressure on Rudge. Double 10. Oh, he finds double 6, so 8 remains now. Down to double 2. So a trip to the madhouse for Mark Rudge. Unexpected detour into the Hotel of Horrors. Did not want to go there. Spooky season indeed for Mark Rudge, and Mike Carignan looking to capitalize on these mistakes. Well, High needs to bring it down, and he can't capitalize, but Rudge is in a terrible position here. Double one is so tricky. All roads lead to double one. And he gets bit in the second. Oh, that's why we don't throw those. Rudge, we don't throw those second darts because you always hit it on the second one. Oh, no. He might be tilted. He might be frustrated. But Mike Carignan looking to keep it cool and looking to get out here. 2 more darts at it. Going down to double 10. Not able to find it. So tricky doubles here. In the latter half of this leg, my goodness, Rudge goes low again, so not able to find it. I'm so sorry, folks, to all the children at home who can read lips, avert your eyes. Do not repeat the words that you see on your screen. And Carignan, double 5 needed now. Goes high, needs to bring it low, does not want to miss. Misses, so now he needs the correction. And he finds the correction, so leaves himself 4. Rudge, 3rd time on the spin here. Double 1 needed. High, needs to make the adjustment, and he goes low again. Frustrating end here for both guys. Opportunity for Carignan now. If you can't win the ugly ones, you don't deserve to win it all. And Carignan looking to get out of this leg. Goes low. Goes high to the madhouse as well. And he pulls it inside, so we have seen double 2 and double 1 terrorize these gentlemen tonight. And Rudge gets it done. He just says, wow, not even thrilled about being one set up here on Mike Carignan. You know what, folks? I can't say I blame him. That is not a good feeling to be stuck on double 1. Doesn't matter if you're streamed, if you're playing and practicing at home against Dart Connect. It just sucks to be stuck on double 1. But Rudge showing some great mental strength there to keep it together and find his way out of that leg, much to the enjoyment of everybody. Being stuck in an endless double 1 battle is just awful. But now Rudge will be playing for the match here if he can find 3 more legs. Carignan, more opportunities now to try and keep it together, but letting some of the frustration show. Needs to focus on finding smooth releases, smooth action on the arm, and just keeping these darts steady. A lot easier said than done, but that's a solid 3 darts there from Carignan. Going to end the poll now. Something nobody can change their votes like they did last game where everyone voted for Ron Sargent and then switched their votes over to Justin Burke as soon as he went to set up. I'm watching you guys closely in the chat. You guys can't keep doing that. For anybody watching, if you're struggling in the middle of a game, what do? Try and keep yourself calm, keep yourself in the moment. How do you not let anger get ahead of yourself? And a score update for everybody. Ron Sargent has taken out Joe Ricard 2-0. So Ron will be moving to the finals, awaiting the winner of whoever wins this game here. Congratulations, Ron, for another finals appearance. And Carignan and Rudge, who's going to get it done to join you? We'll find out in just a few moments here. And Carignan looks like not able to grab a second triple 20, only able to grab 85. So Rudge, opportunity to jump back in front now, needs to keep these darts steady. Not able to find it with those first 2. Can't find the switch, wrong side of the wire there. So unfortunate there for Rudge. But again, for everybody who is tuning in, what do you do to keep yourself steady in the middle of a game? How do you not let the situation get control of you? How do you keep yourself in the moment? Let us know. Drop some of your tips in the chat. Read them out as they come in. Carignan working from 190 now. Waiting to see what Rudge can do. Working with 257. I don't think he grabbed any triples there. So Mike in a solid position now to grab this opening leg. He is defending his throw here, but he needs to get down to a reasonable out. Can't afford to let Rudge steal another one away in those second dart. We've seen that again and again tonight where he has just been pushing these darts just wide left and right. It's been more or less haunting him. Rudge in a good opportunity now to really drive down and score if he can just find one triple. And again, he pushes that one well wide, so only 45 Fountain, but he is down to an out. Excuse me, he's not down to an out, 171. Caster math goes wrong there. Apologies, folks. First triple is found here for Carignan. 2 triples found for double 15. And he can't get it done, but still a solid bid there for Carignan. Great darts. Great attempt at it. Possibly didn't have to go for it with Rudge sitting at 171, but a good bid nonetheless. Rudge not able to find any significant pressure, only finding 45. So Mike Carignan, 15 remains now. Wants the big 7 here to leave himself 8. Finds it, so going up to double 4. Down to double 2. And he pulls it inside, so he will be booking his stay at the Madhouse Hotel. Not happy about his trip. Rudge, unfortunately, not able to pressure at all, so Mike Carignan will have at least 3 darts at double 1. Should he choose to not extend his stay, maybe the complimentary breakfast is just to die for and he wants to stay there a couple more times, but shooting high in the first dart, needs to drop it in. Still nervy, wants to bring it down lower, and he can't quite get it done. It's so nerve-wracking to be shooting at double 1. Again, you don't want to shoot too low. One more here from Rudge for the Bulls. Oh, he finds 72. So I believe 14 left. Oh, that might be a take. 12 left. My goodness. Wait, that might be. Is that correct? I don't think that's correct. Wait a minute. I don't think that was correct there from Rudge. We might be doing some scoreboard wizardry here because I don't think that was right, everybody. That's 84. And he needed 86. So Rudge with the miscount leaves himself double 1. Oops. And Carignan looking to try and clean up. Can't get it done. Needs to find double 1 on this last dart. And he can't find it. So Rudge, after a massive math mistake, coming back to the place he didn't want to visit again. And that's the reason why double 1 just sucks, ladies and gentlemen. This number is terrible. We hate 2s. Terrible 2s. And Carignan, another opportunity to get out of the way here. And he drops it well low. So unfortunate round there from Carignan and Rudge. Who's going to keep it together? Who's going to keep it steady? Rudge needs to make the correction. He finds it with that second dart. So Carignan, opportunity's gone. Just not able to keep his arm steady. The back half of legs here. Credit to Rudge, though, as he keeps it cool and he finds his way out of another Madhouse trip and leads off with a solid ton here in this second leg. And, you know, it's really easy to get on the guys for not finding their way out of double 1s or leaving themselves bad math and whatnot. But in the moment, in the situation, you can talk to anybody who plays competitive darts at a rather high level. It is so difficult to keep your mental state in order in a place where you can reliably count numbers quickly and keep the rhythm of your throw. And I feel like that's a part that is so tricky about this game. Mike looking for the big 180. I think he finds 140, so all over it. But that is one of the greatest skills that any dart player can have, is being able to do the math, know the math by heart, being able to recognize those patterns, and also able to keep your rhythm. So again, double 1 is such a rhythm breaker because you are so worried about shooting low, finding that instant bust. Mike finding some great rhythm here. Solid 135. Mike is upset. My goodness. Rudge will have to do a lot to try and catch back up. But being able to keep your rhythm in such a difficult situation like double one is just, it's a skill. So a lot of credit to Rudge, who's able to punch his way out of that situation 2 times now, but a lot of credit given to Carignan, who's able to keep his rhythm, keep his mental state. Solid place here as he looks to bring this 166 down to a much more manageable bite here. Wants an 18, can't quite grab it, only finding 81, but still solid darts. After 4 visits to the board, Mike has left himself 85. So this is the Mike Carignan that we're used to seeing here at the WPL. And Rudge not able to really produce anything productive there, only finding 44. So Carignan, this is his set to lose now. And Carignan honestly can't afford to let this one go the wayside. Finds the single bull for 60 remaining now. Interesting way to go, but if it works, it works. And he wants tops, and he finds it, 85. Rather unusual algorithm, but Carignan gets it done. Solid darts there from Mike.
Since 2014, U.S. Sports and Apparel has been helping teams, companies, and organizations look their best. From embroidered polos to customized uniforms and fan gear, they have the expertise and the people to do it all. Their catalog includes spiritwear, athletic equipment, and promotional items. From mugs and golf balls to jackets and hoodies, everything is branded to your specifications. For gear that works as hard as you do, trust in U.S. Sports and Apparel to get the job done right.
I don't think I've ever seen 85 go single bullseye first. I can understand the reasoning behind it. I've just never seen it in practice. So credit to Mike, showing all of us tonight new ways to go about the same old routes. Only leading off with 41 there. So tie game so far here in the second set. 1 leg apiece, Mike Carignan versus Mark Rudge. Only able to find, I believe, 83, which is better than 41 from Mike. So a lot of work to do here from Carignan. Killa in the chat saying this man did shots. Let's go, Mike. We love Mike Carignan. He's a force of nature when he's found his gear, and we saw a lot of his spectacular darts last season, but he's been struggling all season, unfortunately, here in Season 3. Trying to find his rhythm, find his game in the latter half of the season as these weeks start to wind down, but Carignan's always a threat. 360 remains for him now. Wants a ton-plus visit here to try and put some pressure back on Rudge. At least 1 triple will do. Found. So all of a sudden the triples are starting to flow here for Carignan. Starting to put the pieces together, and he's not happy only finding 1. Not happy with the 85s, 81s. He can feel it in his arm and his rhythm that there's more there for him if he can just unlock it. And Rudge doing very well to find a ton. Solid visit there from Rudge. Carignan working with 260 now. Similar position, needs to keep pace. Rudge doing a lot of solid, honest work here, but Carignan all of a sudden finding the triple 20. Needs to keep it steady. Finds the big ton to leave himself 160. So great work there from Mike to leave himself out. 160 is certainly a long shot, low percentage shot, but certainly better than being marooned. Great third dart there from Mark Rudge to drop his score down. 94 scored. Brings him down to 124. And Carignan 162 triple 20s needed. A very, very difficult shot. Looking to get it done. Can't find the first part of the sequence, unfortunately. Second dart is found, so solid ton or even a ton 40 will do. Only able to find the ton. So Rudge, 1-2-4 here. Needs to find triple 20. And unfortunately, that bid is over. So trip 19, maybe for the correction, elects to go 5s. Only able to grab 28 there, so he does drop his score down to 96. Carignan working with 60, a much more favorable 60. That might be a big one. So going down to the 19s for the correction. Back up to double 20 now. Can't afford to let this go. And he finds it with that third dart. Wandering around the board, but he eventually finds his way home, and Carignan is making a play for this second set. Rudge under pressure here, and he might be leading off with a big 180. Puts that third dart a little too high. That would have been fantastic, folks, if Rudge was able to find that big 180. And Carignan looking to try and keep pace here. Rudge might be putting Mike under immediate pressure, forcing him to follow with something big, but looks like Mike's not able to find the pieces to put this together. Unlucky visit there, only finding 60. Mark Rudge looking to build off of this momentum, does not want to let this set go easy here for Mike. Wants the challenge for every leg, every throw. Mike, of course, doesn't want to let Mark come back into this set. He wants to close it out here if he has the choice. Great second dart there from Mike. Tries to stay there, but the flight's proving to be too difficult to get around, only finding 81. Rudge not able to find that first dart. Second one's in the 20 segment, but needs the big correction and can't force it through. So opportunity now for Mike to try and punish Mark off of a rather slow visit there. Only 100 points back, so certainly well within range. Might be a good guide. Might be a block, though. Finds the second dart. Great work to get around that first one. A great way to find two in there. Solid ton 40 from Mike Carignan, who had to work to get around that first dart. Brings the score down to 220. Awesome, awesome stuff there from Mike. Rudge now can't afford to have any slow visits. Needs to keep this going, and that one will be crippling in his efforts as he tries to run away from Carignan, who's now 1 point back. At one point in this leg, he was 100 points back. Carrigan's average has been creeping up. He's been finding his rhythm right at the right moment. As soon as I say that, Caster's Curse pushes that dart into the 5 segment. So sorry, Mike, unfortunate there. And Rudge finds a very critical first dart. 2 in there. Does he want the 180? You know what? He goes for it. And he's only able to find the ton 40, but still doing very well to drop his score down to 79. First one at an out. Carignan can only look and watch in horror. Can only try and set up here from 175. Must go down. Does not want to stay there. Might be staying there. Going down instead. And finds the big 137. So great answer there from Carignan. Solid darts from both guys here. 38 versus 79. So I believe 66 remaining now. Wanted the big 16, but only finds the big 7. So no bullseye forced attempt here from Rudge. Potentially critical mistake. Unlucky for Mark. Finds the 19. But now Mike Carignan, the question is, does he split or does he go straight at it? Does he find the 6 or does he want double 19? Looks like he's going straight for it. Finds 7, so disaster. 31 remains now. Finds 15 to leave 16, double 8, 1 dart. Can he get it done? And he pushes it outside, so Rudge will be coming back to tie up this set and force a last leg decider in this set. If he can find it down to double 10 now. Finds the dart. Second dart is in that double 10 segment, so we are going the distance in this set. My goodness, what a close game between these guys. It hasn't been spectacular, but you know what? It's been close. Both guys having to rely on mistakes. Both guys finding really good visits. Both guys finding some pretty good outs, too. It's just been so nip and tuck the entire game so far. Carignan only finding 60. Rudge looking to get off with something greater. If he can manage it, he wants to drop that dart down. Drops just a little too far down, only finding 45. So advantage Carignan, who is holding his throw here in this final leg of this set. Might be inside. I believe that dart's inside. 2 inside. Trying to make the adjustment down. Finds the big adjustment down. Locking in a ton. And now Rudge under pressure. 4, 5, 6. That dart into the 1 segment's not going to do him any favors. Looks like he only walks away with bacon and eggs. Breakfast is found there from Rudge. the worst possible time. Now Carignan, opportunity to really push this advantage. Doesn't want to let up on the gas, wants to drive this home. 1040 will do quite nicely, but he finds the big, look at the emotion there from Carignan. We love to see it. Not where he wanted to put that dart, but he was angry. Obviously shows how invested he is in this game. Doesn't want to let this go the way of Rudge, who locks in a solid ton. So doing well to try and keep pace. Carignan cannot afford to let a bad visit slip in here. Great guide. Wants to go the other way here. Wrong way for Mike. And only finds 60. Brings the score down to 200 even. Mark Rudge working with 330. Needs 2 triples to try and catch up. Will happily do with just a ton now. Can't find it. Can't manage to negotiate his points with his darts here. So Carignan, 200 points now. We've seen both Rudge and Carignan do well to get under 200 points. And oh my goodness, of course, as I say this, that second dart might be holding on, but you know what? He might go for it. He might switch. That would be the smart way to go about it, but he might push his way through. Looks like he is going to be pushing his way through. Just kidding, folks. He was going for the double 20 there. He wanted to be safe as possible, didn't want to risk knocking that dart out. And Rudge needs another one of those to try and keep it competitive. Finds the 121, excuse me. But at the worst possible time, 149 remains versus the 60 of Mike Carignan, who must correct now with a single 15. And the troubles begin for Carignan. Needs to reset, needs a single 5 or a 13. And this is what I was trying to get to, where both guys have done well to get under 200 points. But once outs come into play, the nerves enter the arms and the minds of both of our players. Being able to keep steady, keep cool in these moments where building sequences to get out relies on one dart, 2 darts falling into place is so difficult, and Rudge not able to build any momentum there. Carignan, who made a mess of 60 in the previous visit, is now looking to try and clean up and force a game-deciding set. 33 remains, wants a big one. Or 17, that works too. Leave himself double 8. And he finds it, so after a step back and a brief pause, Carignan is able to lock in that second set for his name. And we are going the distance in this game, folks. 65.81 average to 60.05. Looks like both guys laughing and chatting about something, but again, it's not an easy game. It's easy to criticize, very, very difficult to compete. And both of these guys, even though they are fighting in the lower portion of the standings here, still doing well to keep it together. They both know how important this game is. They both know that they're neck and neck right next to each other on the standings. So, if anything, they will be focusing on that, at least having in the back of their mind. Carignan looking to fire away a 180. That might be the tightest 180 I've ever seen in my life. My goodness. 8 on a dime, ladies and gentlemen. Holy moly, I can't believe how tight that grouping was. Unbelievable 180 there from Mike Carignan, and even better, 140 to follow. Wow. Both guys out of nowhere blowing up the scores. Here we go. Carignan, 4 darts in. 5 darts in for Mike Carignan. Not able to grab the 6th dart. That has been the hurdle for the night. My goodness, but still a fantastic effort there from Mike Carignan, who fires in 5 perfect darts, pushes his score down to 181, and really puts Mark Rudge in a world of trouble if he can continue this high-powered scoring here. That's a good first dart there. 1-2-1 remains. 101 remaining now. Will he stay there? Elects to stay, can only manage to find the trip 5, so 95 fired in, but still, this is looking to be a great, great leg here for Mike Carignan. Rudge under a lot of pressure, not able to produce the goods when he needs to most. 86 now. Carignan going to be going 18s for sure. Well, 82 remains now, so 14s or 20s. 24 found now. Leaves himself 62. Not able to find the trip 10, so 42 will remain, but no pressure coming from Mark Rudge all the way back onto 5-2. Excuse me, 52 remains for Mike Carignan. My apologies, ladies and gentlemen. And Mark, one more of those will do nicely, but he's not able to grab that second one, only finding 95. So Carignan, opportunities. 52, Rudge, 157, long shot chance. 12 is found, so 2 darts at tops now for Mike. Finds it with that second dart, so that's a spectacular 14-dart leg from Mike Carignan, who's been struggling all night long. Finds the pieces, puts it together, and fires in a 14-darter. Great work from Carignan. Rudge needs to respond with something big of his own, as that was a break. Rudge was looking to defend his throw. Well, when your opponent fires in a great leg like that, that's pretty tough. Not able to find that switch. Carignan exploring the low. Oh my goodness, that's a 13. Ouch. Nothing good there from Carignan, and Rudge able to immediately respond with a ton. So putting up a fight. Rudge is looking to try and battle back, looking for an immediate break. Carignan might be full of adrenaline here as he looks to try and repeat the performance he had in the previous leg. Not able to find that ton. So unfortunate. And so Rudge looking to continue this momentum. Finds a critical first start. 2 in there. Come on, Rudge. And he just can't grab the ton 80, but the ton 40 will do nicely. So both guys, momentum swinging in both guys' direction violently here. And here comes Mike. Not able to grab the critical second triple 20, but able to grab a triple 18. Wow. Solid darts here. Carignan wrestling control of the momentum, but Rudge, immediate answer. Second dart gets a little wild, but the third dart cleans up nicely. 81 brings his score down to 180. Carignan all the way back at 294 now. Needs this high-powered scoring to continue if he can get it done. Small correction needed, just moving slightly to the right. Not far enough, so this is looking to be a pretty bad visit if he can't grab it, which he can't. Only finding 40, so Rudge, some more time to carve out something rather nice to work with. Might be a great guy, but that was going wide, not able to find the triple 20 all over it. Dropping his score down to, once again, 120 points. Carignan, 254. Goes low on that first dart. Wants to try and bring that second dart up. Clatters against the first one into the trip 5. Unfortunate. And not able to grab the switch. So Carignan, who was already done with the previous leg by this point in the game, is now looking to try and scramble any hope here, as Rudge will not be punching out in this visit. We'll want at least one more 20. Likes to go for the 16s. I approve of that route. I understand what he was trying to go for there. Wanted to leave himself 32, but would that have left 32? I'm not sure, actually. Caster math, unfortunately, after 9 o'clock doesn't work out so well. Need a calculator on me at all times. And Carignan only finding 24 here. Not happy with the way that this leg has developed. Rudge working with a very nice 64. Does he go double 16, double 16? Oh, my goodness. I would do that. He finds trip 16 to leave double 8, and my goodness. Well, Rudge certainly knows a lot more about this game than I do, folks, because he made that look easy. Solid take there from Rudge, and a great answer. 17-dart leg to answer the 14-darter of Carignan in the previous one. And it's looking like we're going to have another game that goes all the way in the deciding set here. So 81 found there from Rudge. What can Carignan do to answer? Carignan opened up with an immediate break on Rudge, and Rudge broke right back. So now Pressure building here. But Rudge proving to be steady so far, needs to keep it going. Wants the small correction down, not able to grab it, so only finding 60. But if Carignan is not able to find at least one triple here, he's going to be in a pretty tough spot. Might be serving as a blocker more than anything else. Goes well high. Does very well to find that third dart right in the rightmost corner of that segment. I might have switched to the 18s, maybe gone down to the 19s, but again, these guys know their throws better than anybody else, and he felt confident in navigating through those flights. Paid off in spades there, so credit to Mike, who's now pushing to catch up. First dart is looking good. Second dart's low again. And looks like that third dart deflects off the flight out into that one segment. Rudge, 279 remaining, ever so slightly behind. Can't afford more of those. And goes downstairs, but he can't find the switch. Looks like he was already in the motion of throwing when his eyes switched, so maybe not lining up his throw. Getting punished for it. Carignan finds a beautiful first dart. Two darts in there. 171 potential, finds the big 171. Solid darts there to leave himself 104. Spectacular visit from Mike Carignan. My goodness, and Rudge looking to immediately answer, can only find 66. So tough there for Rudge. Was on the verge of making that look real good. But now Mike Carignan, 104. Finds the big 60 for 44 remaining now. 12 or 4, and he misses the 12. So 3 needed now. Corrects it. Looks like right on the wire there, but he does make the correction to leave himself 32. And Rudge, who is stuck, no way out, 185, wants to move, elects to stay there to leave himself 85, relying on Carignan. Well, botching this double 16 attempt, which I have a feeling he's just not going to do. Double 16 needed. Plenty of space to walk it in. And double 16 found, so Rudge all of a sudden opened this game with a first set victory. Is now looking, staring down defeat here as Carignan finding solid wind underneath his feet here. Looking to carry himself into the finals of Season 3, Week 6. One more leg needed here for Carignan. And I don't think that first dart's in the triple 20. I believe that's 43. Indeed it is. Rudge still, again, no guys have, well, these guys haven't held their throw in this set, so I guess going off of the sequence here, Rudge should be the one to win this one if he can find the break on Carignan. Carignan looking to actually alter the sequence here with the defensive throw. Not able to navigate his way past that first dart. Too much of a blocker that first one proved out to be, but able to put in some solid scores. Rudge starting to feel the pressure build here as he's not able to find anything good. Nothing productive. Knocking his score down. Still stuck in the 400s after 2 visits. And Carignan looking to continue marching along here. Confidence builder game for Carignan for sure as he finds a big second dart. Not able to grab another one, but the ton will do. He'll take that. And Rudge, desperation times now. Finds the big second dart, and the third dart is even. Wow. Even with that second dart, 125 found, 289 remaining now, just barely leapfrogging Carignan, who now, after strolling along in this leg so far, is feeling the pressure, feeling the heat for the first time, and he's not responding in the way that he needs to. Not able to find anything productive, so 41. Carignan flinches under the barrage of scoring firepower from Mark Rudge, who's looking to fill this one up. Solid 140 found. Did very well to not knock those darts out. That third dart certainly bobbled those first two quite aggressively, so Carignan must respond now. First dart's high, but serves as a great guide. Oh, an even better guide. Just skate it in, Mike. And he does skate that one in, so 157 to 149. Both guys on long shot attempts. And the sequence will not go here for Rudge. Does very well to find that trip 19. 77 scored. And it looks like he finds a single 9, so 86 scored. Not sure what that leaves him. We'll find out soon enough here. Leaves himself 63, so Carignan working with 157 wants a triple 20 here to try and get the sequence going. And this would be spectacular. Finds the first dart, trip 19. Second dart well low, so great bid there. Looks like that third dart pushes out to the single 5s. No, it's not. It is 2 in there, so 139 found. Great darts from Mike Carignan. But Rudge, oh my goodness, and that is the one thing that you absolutely do not want to do. When he missed, I think he was trying to go for double-double. I'm not sure. I'm honestly not even sure. But you do not want to miss. Keep it on the island, Gilligan. And Carignan, double 9. Looking for the correction now, single 1. And that might be a bust. That is on the wrong side of the wire. So Carignan not happy with his efforts. One man's misfortune is another man's delight. And Rudge looking to capitalize, and that is just a horror show. Not happy. It's Halloween week, and we have seen the phantoms, we've seen the ghouls, we've seen all the ugly come out to play here. And Carignan once again trying to find his way out. Able to get it done with that second dart, so what was so close there for Rudge, opening with an opening set victory.
Looking for a way to support the Worcester Premier League directly? Check out our coffee page. Every dollar donated goes right back into the league, helping us cover operations and build a bigger prize pool for the players. Your support makes it possible for us to keep the WPL growing season after season. Once again, your donation helps us keep the competition thriving and the darts flying. Visit our page at coffee.com/WPL darts to make a contribution today.